America, the land of opportunity, a place where dreams are said to come true, or so they say. But look closer. A different picture emerges. One that tells a story of stark contrasts. We see a nation divided. On one side, the ultra-wealthy. Their fortunes soar, untouched by the struggles of everyday Americans. They live in a world of abundance and excess. On the other side, millions trapped in a cycle of economic hardship. They face daily battles just to survive. This is not a gap, it's a chasm, a deep divide that separates two Americas. The numbers tell a stark story. Statistics reveal the growing inequality. The richest 1% of Americans control a disproportionate amount of wealth. Their influence is vast. Meanwhile, working families struggle to make ends meet. They face an uphill battle every day. They are squeezed by stagnant wages, rising costs, and a system rigged against them. Their dreams are deferred. This economic disparity is a cancer on the American dream. It eats away at the very fabric of our society. It's time to call it what it is: oligarchy, a system where the few dominate the many. A system where a select few hold all the power. They make the rules to benefit themselves, a system that prioritizes profits over people. It values wealth over well-being, a system that needs to change. For the sake of our future, we must bridge this divide. Look at the companies dominating our lives. Tech giants, pharmaceutical corporations, financial institutions. They hold immense power. Power that influences our politics, power that dictates our healthcare, power that shapes our very existence. These corporations rake in record profits. Their CEOs enjoy lavish lifestyles. Yet they pay their workers poverty wages, they dodge taxes, they exploit loopholes. This isn't capitalism, it's greed. They claim to create jobs, but at what cost? They crush small businesses, they exploit workers, they prioritize shareholder profits over everything else. This isn't innovation, it's extraction. We need to break the grip of corporate greed. We need to demand accountability. We need to create an economy that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. The consequences of this inequality are everywhere, affecting every aspect of our lives. Healthcare is a privilege, not a right, leaving countless individuals without the care they desperately need. Millions are burdened with crippling medical debt, a weight that crushes their financial stability. Housing costs are skyrocketing, forcing families into impossible choices between shelter and other necessities. Education is increasingly out of reach for many, turning dreams of a better future into distant fantasies. This isn't just about numbers. It's about real lives, real people facing real struggles. It's about the single mother working 2 jobs who can't afford healthcare for her sick child, despite her relentless efforts. It's about the family forced to choose between rent and food, a choice no one should have to make. It's about the students drowning in debt to get an education, only to face an uncertain job market. This is the reality of America in 2025, a reality that demands our attention and action, a reality where the American dream is fading for far too many, replaced by a constant struggle to get by, a reality where the pursuit of happiness is replaced with the struggle for survival, a stark contrast to the ideals we hold dear. This isn't the time for apathy. We cannot afford to sit back and watch as injustices continue to unfold around us. It's not the time for despair. We must channel our frustrations into meaningful action and collective effort. It's the time for action, the time to rise up and make our voices heard. We need to stand up and demand better. We must come together to fight for the rights and freedoms we all deserve. We need to fight for a fairer America. An America where everyone has an equal opportunity to thrive. We need to demand affordable healthcare for all. Healthcare is a right, not a privilege. We need to fight for a living wage and strong unions. Workers deserve fair compensation and protection. We need to address the housing crisis and make education accessible to everyone. No one should be left behind. This isn't about left or right. It's about coming together for the common good. It's about right and wrong. It's about standing up for justice and equality. It's about reclaiming our democracy from the clutches of the wealthy and powerful. We must ensure that our voices are heard. It's about creating a society that works for all Americans. The time is now. Let's raise our voices. Let's demand change. Let's fight for a better future, a future where hope and opportunity are available to everyone. Let's reclaim the promise of America. Together, we can make a difference.